What's up, everybody? So check this camera, turn around. Try to get this camera turned around so you guys can check it out. What's going on? All right, so as you can see here, we're at the Walmart where they had the mass shooting. You know, the detectives and the coroners are all out here. But here's what's most interesting to me is the media, who's been out here pretty much all day, right? You know, they're, they're coming up with their storylines and stuff like that. So you see how they're all lined up together, right? This is what I want you to see how much the media doesn't care about us. The story's already been told, right? It's already going viral. And what's really jacked up is how much they don't care about the families, so they make stuff up as they go along. And the funniest part about it, the funniest part about the whole thing is that it's all like so you get to see the behind the scenes. It's all like what do you call it, like a script. They look at their phones. They really don't have any real information because, one, you don't know why the dude did what he did, right? But this is like a media frenzy right now, right? And all of this is about. Here's the worst part about it. It's just about telling little rehearsing. They rehearsing. It's just about telling the story, right? Like there hasn't been any new information because we don't know the the uh, what the story is. We don't know why he did what he did. Now I know I've had millions of conversations with the dude, a whole bunch of conversations with the dude, and it was. I know how people talk to him and people treated him, but like it doesn't give you a reason to shoot people. But I want you guys to see something. We're trusting people who are telling stories about our community that don't care nothing about our community. All they care about is the story. Look how they lined up. They've been here all day. You know what I mean? I was up here first thing in the morning and they were here. So, and all they do is tell the same stories over and over again. Uh, pretty much lying the whole time because the police haven't given them any real access, but we'll believe these people, right? We'll believe what they say. And here's the thing, they're gonna move on to the next story. This is why the media is so fake. You know, they're gonna like they're gonna move on to the next story as soon as something else happens. They're gonna move on to that. That's what really sucks about the whole thing. You know what I mean? And let somebody say something to me. Y'all know I'm gonna go off on them, right? If somebody say something to me because it's so disrespectful. You know, uh, it's so disrespectful because you know the reality is what it is. You know what I mean? You know, if they if they don't understand that people are grieving right now, but they don't care about that. Is the body of Christ. You know what I mean? My my issue is that's my issue is that we can see that the media. Why is it that everyone else can respond? Why is it that everyone else can respond? You know, that's my problem. Why is it that everyone else can respond, but the church can't show up? You know what I mean? That's my problem. That's my beef with it. You know, why is it that the media can come up here, sit up here all day, but where are the people who pray? And you know what's really interesting? They had all these stuff going on up here, like investigation, but like they said, they already know the dude is passed away. The dude that did it was passed away. But we gotta be, as believers, we gotta remember we have to pray for that dude. We gotta pray for everybody in the situation. We gotta pray for everybody, because don't forget who our God is, right? We gotta pray for everybody in the situation. This is what our responsibility, our real responsibility as people of God are. This is why you never know. Don't you think the person who shot everybody, don't you think their parents are suffering? Don't you think their families are suffering? And I know the family may not understand this, but our responsibility is to pray for everybody. Now, I told you guys about a guy named Antipas Harris. Look him up, Antipas Harris. He just started a movement about gun violence about on October 18th or 19th. He just started a movement about gun violence um, called the Hope Movement. Make sure you look up Antipas Harris. Okay, this guy, uh, like we just were out there with thousands of people came out to it, and the whole purpose of the event was to deal with first responders and to deal with everything. So I'm telling you guys, we've got to be more focused on how we can make a difference in our community, not just all these media guys are going to do is report the story, put a bunch of fear out there, cause a bunch of people. They're not informing anybody. They don't have any information. You know what I mean? They just now released the pictures. There's people on social media that got more information than the news does. They're just trying to stay relevant. You know what I mean? They're not relevant anymore. So I'm trying to tell you guys that two things. We need the church to actually respond a lot better, not just in situations like this. Like, why don't we have a task force? Why isn't there a church task force where when things like this happen, immediately the police can, or do we need neighborhood chaplains, city chaplains? Where can people go? Because the church is always not available for the most part. When things like this happen, where do we go to get immediate healing? Why don't we have, like, there's so much more that the body of Christ could be doing if we would actually get involved. And this is why people don't take us seriously, because when things happen for real, we're really not there. We tell them that they'll have their church service, or, oh, we'll call the family up later or something like that you know. But the other thing that bothers me is we need more faith-based media where when things like this happen and we cover the story, we can encourage people, we can pray for people. This media, all they're gonna do is put fear into people. All they care about is getting the shot. That's pretty much it. They don't care about the people. They don't care about the families, you know. And we got to do a better job of taking care of the community. We got to do a better job of taking care of people. And, you know, we got to do a better job, guys. So we got yeah. So yeah, Fox is out here, CNN is out here. Look at all these people just wanting to see what happens. You got YouTubers out here, you know what I mean? And they just want to see, and here's my vibe. Here's my thing is that I'm trying to get people to understand something, that if we don't start taking life seriously, you guys, we're going to see more and more of this, all right? Do you understand what I'm saying? People are breaking down. People are, we're going to see more and more of this because people are getting tired of being mistreated. To be totally honest with you, people are flipping out. People need to see love. You know what I mean? That's one of the reasons why I'm wearing this shirt. You people need to see love. That's what it's all about. You know, and if we don't start doing a better job and showing love, now hear me out very carefully, right? When people don't feel cared for, they become careless. All right. When people don't feel cared for, they become careless. None of these people out here, like, it's not going to change anyone's heart that 7 people were killed. All they're going to do is talk about it and say, oh, that feels bad. I'm sitting here going, let's connect. Let's make a difference. Contact Antipas Harris. He already had the movement, Hope Movement. Support that. Do something. Anyway,